Namaste. Welcome to Minderly Yoga. My name is Ryan. Today's practice is a flow practice. It's a dynamic practice where we will move quickly between our poses. The purpose of today's practice is to get your heart pumping a little bit, improve your core strength, and provide an overall cardiac effect for the whole body. No props are required for this practice today. Before we get started, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'll be very grateful for your subscription, as your support provides me the motivation to continue what I'm doing and share my love of yoga with the rest of the world. So having said that, let's get started. Let's come into all fours. And what we want to do is we want to set up closer towards the top edge of the mat. And then bringing our wrists below our shoulders, knees below our hips. Palms plug in, so press your finger knuckles into the mat. And let's take the right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Once you have your grounding here, let's take the left foot, arrive in a high plank. Gaze to the top edge of the mat, squeeze your glutes. On the next inhale, lift the right leg. Point the toes towards the back of the room. Return the right foot down. Inhale, lift the left leg. Point the toes towards the back of the room. Return the left foot down. Fantastic. From here, transition to down dog. On the inhale, left leg lifts. On the exhale, left foot outside the left hand. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. Lizard lunge. Roll onto the outer blade of the left foot. Left hand pushes the left knee away. Look towards the back of the knee or back of the mat. One more breath. Let's come back to center. Tuck the toes on the right foot. Step the right foot outside the right hand. And this time sit in yogi squat, malasana. With the triceps, push the knees away and let the tailbone descend towards the foot. Now the hands will come down, yogis. This time, take your left foot, step it back. We're in a lizard lunge on this side. Lower the back knee down, untuck the toes. Roll onto the outer blade of the right foot. Right hand pushes the right knee away. One more breath here. Come back to center. Right hand comes down. Tuck the toes on the left foot. And then step the left foot outside the left hand. Let's sit into yogi squat again. Malasana. One more breath here. Now bring the fingertips down. On the inhale, come into forward fold. Lift the tailbone towards the sky. Keep the feet as wide as they were in yogi squat. And then come down into squat. We do this 2 more times. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Fantastic. From here, we're going to step back into down dog. Walk your feet all the way towards your hands. Bring the feet at hip width. Sit in chair pose. Bring the hands to heart center. Fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Hands go towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center as we come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Let's step back to a high plank. And this time we want to hold the high plank for slightly longer as we build our core strength. So engage your glutes. Heels press towards the back of the mat. Draw the lower belly in. Remember to breathe, please. One more breath here. And then transition to low plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. We're going to come in downward facing dog. On the inhale, right leg to the sky. On the exhale, step the foot through between your hands. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. And then take your hands towards the sky. Low lunge, gaze straight ahead. One more breath here. Bring the hands down, tuck the toes on the back leg, lift the back knee, bring it in at a 45-degree angle, and then slowly rise up into warrior one. Square the hips. Now yogis, left hand grabs the right wrist as we reverse warrior one. Take your gaze towards the ceiling or towards the sky if you're practicing outdoors. Let's transition to half moon. Right hand down, left leg flies. Left hand reaches towards the sky. One more breath here. We're going to step the left foot towards the back of the mat and then slowly come back up into goddess pose. Heels in, toes out, hands reach for the sky today. That's a variation for goddess pose today. Tailbone descends towards the earth. Bring the hands to heart center, straighten both knees as the feet come parallel to each other. Stay here for the inhale. On the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And then walk your hands around into runner's lunge. All toes face the front. Step back to high plank. And then we're going to flow chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. On the inhale, left leg to the sky. On the exhale, step the foot through between your hands. Drop the back knee down. Untuck the toes. Let the hands go towards the sky. One more breath here. Let's bring our hands down. Tuck the toes on the back leg. Lift the back knee. Bring the foot in at 45-degree angle. And then rise up into warrior one. So the hands reach for the sky. We square the hips towards the front. Draw the lower belly. Now right hand grabs hold of the left wrist, yogis. And then we're going to take a reverse of the warrior one. Stretching the left side of the body. Transition to half moon. I was about to say warrior three. Half moon. Left hand down, right leg flies. Right toes point towards the right side of the room. I've been teaching a lot of warrior three in studio classes this one. That's one more breath. Right foot towards the back of the mat. Heels in, toes out. Sit in goddess pose. Hands go towards the sky. One more breath here. Hands to heart center as you straighten the knees, feet parallel to each other. Stay here for the inhale. On the exhale, begin to fold forward. On the inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, wiggle your feet around until all toes face the front. Step back to high plank. Go straight to down dog or take your vinyasa or your flow. Chaturanga, upward facing dog will come in downward facing dog. One more breath here. So let's go to the same sequence, but one breath, one movement. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot through. Inhale, lower the back knee down. Exhale, hands go towards the sky. Inhale, hands come down. Exhale, back foot at 45 degrees. Inhale, rise up into warrior one. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Inhale, half moon. Exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, hands to heart center, rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, wiggle your foot around, runner's lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more breath here. Inhale, left leg to the sky. On the exhale, step the foot through between your hands. Inhale, lower the back knee down. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, hand comes down. Exhale, bring the back foot in 45 degrees. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, half moon. Inhale, step the foot back. Exhale, sit in goddess pose. Inhale, hands to heart center, rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands around. Inhale, step back to high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now walking your feet all the way towards your hands. Sit in chair pose. Bring the hands to heart center, fold all the way down. On the inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Step the left foot back at 45 degrees. Right knee above right ankle, rise up into warrior one. Interlace the hands behind your lower back. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Take an inhale. On the exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Right shoulder inside the right knee. One more breath here. Release the hands. Place your left hand down, right hand to the sky in a twist. All toes face the front. One more breath here. From here, we're going into side plank. So stack the right foot on top of the left. I think I've ended up outside the mat somehow for some reason. One more breath. Come back to high plank. And let's flow from here. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. On the exhale, step the left foot through between your hands. Turn the right foot at 45 degrees. Rise up into warrior one. Square the hips towards the front. Interlace the hands behind the lower back. On the inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, bow forward into humble warrior. Right hand comes down. Left hand to the sky. Twist. One more breath here. And let's transition to a side plank. Left foot on top of the mat. At least this time I'm on the mat. Left hand comes down. High plank. And let's flow. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. One more breath here. From here, on the inhale, right leg to the sky. On the exhale, right knee behind the right wrist. Untuck the left toes. And lower the back knee down. It's just a nice hip stretch. And then come onto the fingertips on each side towards the outer edges of the mat. And then just lower your chest down. Bring your chest parallel to the floor. Don't let the forehead touch the mat. One breath. Coming back up to center. Let the hands come back to center. Tuck the toes on the back leg. Transition downward. On the inhale, left leg to the sky. On the exhale, left knee behind the left wrist. Untuck the right toes. Yeah. Again, fingertips to the outer corners of the mat or the outer edges, and then lower the chest parallel to the floor. One more breath. Slowly come back up. Let's swing both legs towards the front. So our legs are long. From here, sorry, I have a bit of a cough. From here, bend the knees and place the heels on the mat. We want to take our hands behind our knees and lift the knees off the mat. Bring the shins parallel to the floor. And then from here, hands frame the legs, the knees. So I have this weird cough. It only happens when I talk. Guess what my job involves? Talking. So it's a little bit tricky. One more breath here. And on the inhale, half bow. On the exhale, come up into full bow. We do this one more time. Inhale, half bow. Exhale, full bow. Bring your hands behind your knees. Return the feet to the mat. Keep the left knee bent. Extend the right leg. Now, lift the toes off the mat. You want to take your hands on the outer edges of the foot or interlace the fingers behind the left foot and begin to extend the left leg to the sky. Now, this is called heron pose or crouchasana. Knee doesn't have to be perfectly straight. One more breath here. And then return the left foot to the mat. Bend the right knee. Drag the right heel close to your right knee. From here, hands can either go around or you can interlace the hands and then begin to extend the right leg towards the sky. Heron pose here. We don't want to lean too far back, so keep the spine as straight as possible. And then slowly return the right foot down. Extend the right leg. And then come to lie down on the mat. From here, what you want to do is bend the knees and set up for bridge pose. Place the feet on the mat. Now, hold on to the ankles or place your hands as close to the ankles as possible. Apologies for the cough again. From here, take a deep inhale as you scoop the tailbone under. and raise the pelvis towards the sky. Squeeze your glutes. There is no pressure on the lower back. So waited for the last minute for the cough to subside as much as possible. It's my routine to upload videos on a regular basis. So I guess I have to continue and soldier on. One more breath. And then slowly come back down. One vertebra at a time. Now we're going to hug both knees into the chest and then lift the head as close to the knees as possible. You might be able to come into complete ball. So do what works for you. From here, begin to return the head to the back of the mat. And now, begin to extend your legs towards the sky. So you want to place our hands behind the knees and keep the legs as straight as possible. From here, you might be able to flex your toes towards your face and with your peace fingers and your thumb or the middle and index fingers and your thumb, hold on to the toes. And then begin to pull the toes towards the back of the room. So until you end up halfway, kind of on your upper back. One more breath here. And then slowly come back down from here. Transition to happy baby. Hands hold on to the outer edges of the feet. And lower your sacrum towards here. If you want to take a gentle rock from side to side, you're welcome to do so. Three more breaths here. Hug both knees into the chest and then slowly lower the feet to the mat. We're going to go into Shavasana. So let the feet find the corners of the mat. Hands come to rest by your side. As the palms face the ceiling. Making gentle movements with your fingers and your toes. As awareness returns to your consciousness. Rolling over to your favorite side. And with your eyes closed, slowly coming up into the sleep. Hands come together to heart center as thumbs press against the sternum. One soft inhale, one soft exhale. We bring the thumbs to the right center, to our lips, and to our hearts. From my heart to yours, Namaste. Thank you for joining me for this practice today. And then wherever you're in the world today, have an amazing morning, awesome afternoon, or an even more amazing evening. I will see you soon on the mat. Namaste.